Hey guys, hi. So shall we resume the session now? And Uma Maheshwar. So Akriti Jewels is something that you're looking at, right? So let's look into the password. Just give me a moment here. So guys, you will have to go to tools, then you'll have to hit on keyword planner. This is where you will land. Nav, you'll have to access the first option, which is search for new keywords using a phrase, website or category. So here I will go with a phrase which will go after school tuition, and my target region is Hyderabad. Here we go. I'll hit on save. All right, so I'm giving my seed keyword, which is my input, which is school tuition, and I'm selecting the target region, which is Hyderabad, and I'm hitting on get ideas. So this is the screen that you'll be looking at. So sometimes you'll be taken to add group ideas, okay, but you'll have to make sure that you reach on keyword ideas. So here we go. So college tuition list. So I have some keywords here. So let's do this. Let me download this list. There are about 800 keywords here. I'm downloading this list. So here is the file. Now I'm removing add group. I'll ensure that only keywords and average monthly searches, these are the only two columns which will be retained. The rest of the fields would be weeded out. So now let me apply filters here. Okay, and let me identify all those keywords that has got tuition in it. You need to add a hashtag here, because anything which is thereafter at the rate, it is not picking for Akriti Jewels. So I have my hashtag here, so I'm copying this. You might want to try the same password. Here we go. So here's the password. I'm pasting it. Clicking on remember me, then hitting on login. There we go. Could you try this at your end right now? Awesome, congratulations. So here we go. So guys, I would say park this logging thing aside and let us look into the keyword research, because this is heart of SEO and you will have to pay attention to details. So every single detail is very important here. So we are all on the same page. All right, guys, I need a yes from all of you. So we are on the same page, right? So we are focusing on keyword research, right? No more logins. Great. That's amazing. Here we go. All right, so I have downloaded my keywords. So guys, let me walk you through this process once again. Okay, please pay attention to these details here. All right, so all that you will do is first you'll log into Google AdWords. So once you log into AdWords, you'll go to tools, you'll go to keyword planner. This is how the screen would look like. Now you'll hit on search for new keywords using a phrase, website or category. Then you will type in your input or your seed keyword, which is school tuition, and leave this your landing page. Leave the product and category here and go to target here. So select Hyderabad as the region. So whatever region that you are targeting your project for, then all languages, rest all, you will not touch it. All right, so negative keywords and all, if you have some negative keywords, you could use it, but as of now, I have none. So I'll hit on save and hit on get ideas. So So quite often you will be reaching to this page wherein add group ideas is highlighted. All right. So you will have to go and click on keyword ideas. All right. So now you have around 800 keywords here in total. Okay. So let us download this data. So on the header section, just below this chat, you'll have this option called as download. So you'll have to just click on it. Here we go. Hit on download and then save file. Now have my file handy. So I'm accessing this file. I will ensure that only keyword and average monthly searches sections are highlighted and are there. Rest of the fields, I will weed them out. I'll remove them. Here we go. So right now I have keywords and average monthly searches in Hyderabad. I'm applying filter because there are many junk keywords out of these 800. Now I'm trying to look out for those relevant keywords which I could consider. So I'll have to choose the one which contains tuition. All right. So here we go. Here are all the keywords that has got tuition in it. And I will, so most few keywords, there are this thing called medical, and there is this college tuition, which is not relevant to my niche. So let me just go and then check each and every keyword out here. But tuition is mandate. Let me see how many keywords I have got here. So I have 596 keywords out here, which I'm going to weed out. Yes, school is something that we are looking forward. But if you just type in school, you might miss few keywords similar to, let me show, physics tuition. So physics is something which people will study in school and college as well, right? So I'm not ready to give up on this keyword. So I'm considering these keywords as well. So let me help you understand how it works. So this is the set which is mix and match of the relevant, the generic, and the junk keywords. Now, out of these 590 odd keywords, I need to pick those keywords which would make more sense for me to target. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let us do this exercise for the first 100. Okay, so school tuition. So would this be an ideal keyword? So my TG, my target is all those people who are looking for school tuitions in Hyderabad up till 10th standard. Okay, so school tuition is the right pick. Then college tuition, nope. College tuition list, nope. Financial aid for school tuition, nope. So how about this keyword, financial aid for school tuition? Okay, so Rikin, could you help us understand why? Why we're not picking financial aid for school tuition? I think you don't have a mic, right? Okay, so could you help us understand why do you think it is not relevant, please? Exactly. So we are not in the business of providing financial aid. So this is not the right pick. So you have got to ignore it. Okay. Then law school tuition. It is related to law, so it is not needed. So school tuition, yes. Graduate school tuition, no, because we are benchmark is till 10th standard. Medical school tuition, nope. School tuitions, yes. College tuitions, no. Law tuition, grad school tuition, no. Private tuition, guys, could you pick it? Semi-intern driven, right? So yes, we could pick this one. Online tuition, no, we are not in the business of online tuition, but this is a classroom tuition kind of a thing. So home tuition, no, we are not doing home tuitions. But then what if I target these keywords as well and then try to nurture these parents, saying that, yeah, you know what, instead of home tuitions, you might want to send your kid to a school because there will be other kids as well with whom he'll be mingling with, and then try to get more dope on the subject. So this is like semi-intent driven, so there is no harm targeting these keywords as well. Then physics tuition, yes, though it is semi-intent, I might want to just try this out for some time. Math tuition, yes, semi-intent again. So tuition assistants, yes. School tuition, yes. Tuition for graduate school, nope. Chemistry tuition, yes. School tuition fees. Tuition help, tuition for school. Medical school tuition fee, no. Tuition job, master's school tuition, law school tuition. Tuition for private schools, yes. So tuition for private schools, what do you say? Some interesting keyword out here. So who would type the phrase tuition for private schools? So the last assort would be to go and then check it in Google. Okay, guys, any thoughts? Why would someone type in the keyword tuition for private schools? Who would be the prospect who will be typing this keyword? Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that I was on mute. So yeah, so it could be a B2B kind of a thing. Say probably if I'm owning a school and if I'm an admin, then I might try this keyword and then see if there are any competitors who are out there trying to leverage on such keyword tuition for private schools. And also, right, like Jagdish said, yeah, people who might be looking at private tuitions within the school, yes, and people who are at government school, they might want to just go ahead and then try private schools, private tuitions, of course, to because they might not get right sort of a direction at government schools. So yes, it carries a mixed bag intent, so there is no harm trying this keyword. So guys, this particular activity will help you understand the typical consumer behavior in your industry category or in your niche. So this will help you understand like what exactly people are looking for. What are the various intents that your prospect has got. So let us freeze these keywords which we have got so far, and let us try to see the keywords which has got highest potential. Okay, so tuitions, tuition fee, online tuition, tuition teacher, tuition fee, tuition classes. Tuition fees, yes, there might be a conversion potential. Tuition classes, yes. Tuition fee, yes. Tuitions and tuition, though it is generic, there is no harm trying it for some time and then see how it works. All right, so yeah, so Rikin says it shows zero search for certain keywords. Yes, so though the search is zero, that doesn't mean that people are not searching. I mean, the numbers out here are the average monthly searches. Okay, so imagine if you're targeting a B2B segment out there, even 10 searches would make more sense. So if you're doing a paid search, then even paid campaign through Google AdWords, even if the demand is zero, you would not leave those keywords. There might you might end up in a month wherein the demand for that keyword might go up to 5 or 10. And since nobody is targeting the keyword because the demand is zero, you might get the benefit out of it if you're targeting them. So you might have to be very choosy on picking up the keywords. For search engine optimization, it would make no sense if you're targeting keywords which has got average monthly searches less than 100 or 150. But on paid search, if you're running Google AdWords campaign, you'll target all possible keywords, relevant keywords. Okay, so now that we have these keywords freezed, so let us try to organize it and take it forward. So sort by column, keyword, cell color, green on the top. Here we go. Say for example, these are the keywords which you have freezed. Okay, let me just copy it, put it in a fresh Excel sheet. There we go. Now say for example, you have identified some 50 to 60 keywords of this sort, or some 1,000 keywords for that matter. So you are doing an exhaustive keyword research activity and then found all relevant keywords out here. Now how to filter them, how to arrive at that one keyword that you would target for your page on SEO front. Okay, now your filter one, you'll start applying filters. Since this is an SEO keyword research, so your filter one would be demand, potential demand, or substantial demand, or demand greater than 100. If I do that, if I identify all those keywords which has got demand greater than 100, out of the whole gamut of keywords, I'll get so for that matter, even you will have a benchmark saying that in your industry. Say for an example, if you're doing it for Akruti jewels, then I'm very sure that the demand would be a 4-digit or a 5-digit number. So out there, your benchmark would be 1,000. If you do that out of 100 or 1,000 keywords, most of the keywords, at least 80 to 90% of keywords would be weeded out. So here in this case, let me make it 10 because we have a lesser sample here. So I'm identifying all those keywords which has demand greater than 10, greater than or equal to 10. So I'm choosing all these keywords, and this is going to be no here. Okay, now my filter 2 could be, what should be my filter 2? It would be competition. So let me understand the competition of these keywords. So I'll apply filter, my first filter, and I'll ensure that I'll pick all those keywords which are fair enough to be considered. So tuition. Now for this keyword, the competition value. So I'm going to google.in, co.in. I'll type in this keyword, tuition, just tuition. Okay. And now if you look at it, there are this is the total count of the results. You have about 8 billion results out here. So now let me take this number and put it under competition. Okay. Similarly, for home tuition, let me understand the competition value. So guys, did you see this? So there is a difference between a singular and a plural keyword. So for the singular keyword tuition, the conversion intent would be high. So this guy is definitely your prospect. So he is looking for tuition, but tuitions, he's looking for some options. Okay, so plural keyword. Similarly, for this keyword which has higher demand, tuition, and higher conversion intent, the competition is also high. And for tuitions, the demand is less and the competition is also less. Now let us see how less it is, whether we could consider it or not. So let me go ahead and then try to fetch demand for tuition fees. Here we go. Then tuition fee. Here we go. Yeah, so Rikin says we also get competition from Google AdWords Keyword Planner tool. Yes, we do get it, but that's something that you might want to consider for paid search. But now we are looking at organic search, right? So you'll have to pick it from Google landscape, Google search landscape. So did I address your query, Rikin? No, see, Rikin, that's a very good question. So Rikin says, but there we are looking for from all business from Hyderabad and checking global numbers. And why? So Google would not give us a privilege to optimize the website exclusively for Hyderabad. That's called as local listing. That's a different science altogether. But here, you have an option to rank in India or globally or in specific countries. So there is no option for you to optimize your website for certain keywords exclusively in in your tiers. So you'll have to do it for country specific. Yeah, and Rikin, you had one more query. What was that? So did I address both the queries of yours? All right, cool. Okay, so tuition fee, we have got competition value. Now tuition classes. Here we go. Guys, keyword research is an exhaustive process. So when you're doing it, you've got to do it right. Else you end up targeting some irrelevant keywords for which you will never rank, or probably you take about an year or two to rank. So that's the reason why most of the clients, they get pissed off when you say SEO. So here in India, when we say SEO, so people think it is only some keyword stuffing and stuff like that, and you'll rank over the top. No, that's not the science. So we'll help you understand how exactly it works. So identifying the right keyword is the game. Once you identify it, it will just take a month or two to rank over the top. So if you're doing this activity for a website that has got about 50 pages, then you need at least 4 to 5 people who will be working 8 hours a day, and they will consume a month's time to come up with the apt keyword, 50 keywords for those 50 pages. So that's the sort of criticality that we are looking at. And thing is, in order to come up, see, this digital marketing is a dynamic stream. So there is hardly any company who has come up with a process of doing a digital marketing. So if you could build a process around it, then nothing like it. If a person A is doing a keyword research in your company, he should get the same output. And if a person B is doing the same keyword research process, even the output should map. So two people can't have two different results. You'll have to streamline a process around it. All right, so now we have a competition value here. Now you could have another filter, which is intent driven. So we'll see whether these keywords are intent driven or not. So tuition is an intent driven keyword. It is semi intent driven, right? So I'll put semi. And home tuition, even this is semi intent for me. So tuitions is also semi intent driven, because they're not mentioning which tuition they're looking at. Tuition classes and all, these are semi intent. Now school tuition, yeah, I could say this is intent driven, or I could just say an yes here. Then tuition school, yes. School tuitions, yes. And private tuition, semi intent. Guys, you could stop me just in case you have any queries here. So Rikin says maybe let the process share tools other than Google, paid and paid for keyword planning. So Rikin, that's a good question. Though you have some paid keywords like SEMrush and all outside, I would recommend you to go with Google, because Google is the search engine on which we are trying to optimize the website. So I would recommend to go with its own tool, because all the other platforms that you see outside, they try to get access to Google's database and then try to build an application out of it. Okay, so there is no guarantee that it will give you optimum results better than Google AdWords Keyword Planner for that matter. So this is one of the best tools that you could bang on. So physics tuition is also a semi-intent driven keyword. Math tuition is also a semi-intent for me. Tuition assistants could be a semi-intent. Tuition schools, yes, it is intent driven for me. Chemistry tuition, semi-intent. School tuition fees. Yes, this has conversion intent. Tuition for school. Yes. All right. So let me apply the next filter. So here probably you might want to select all yes here. So it is further filtered, right? Now you will come up with a formula which goes after KEI, keyword effective indexing. So KEI, higher the better. So this formula will try to figure out which keyword is more effective comparatively. So the formula goes like this: KEI is equal to search square, which is average monthly searches. All right, search square by divided by competition. All right, so it is not giving values because of this. Oops, what just happened? All right, so I'm finding out all these commas and then replacing it with nuts. So here we go. All right, so let us do a conditional formatting here. Okay, so here all these keywords has higher demand. So let us go to semi-intent as well and then try to replicate this formula. So I'm removing all these commas here which are causing a problem. Okay, so now the best keyword that I could bang on would be this: tuitions, which has comparatively higher demand and less competition compared to all these keywords. Because the numbers are blotted up, you're not able to to judge it. So let us plot these numbers. So I'll make this some 5-digit number, then I'll make it a 4-digit number, 5-digit number again. Say for an example, if you're looking at something like this, if the numbers are blotted up, this is how the value will change. Okay, so now I'll sort this up from higher to lower. Data, sort, KEI, largest to smallest. So here we go. So guys, this is how the formula goes. So KEI is equal to search square divided by competition, and higher the better. And if you refer to some online media, I mean, like if you look at some other websites, the formula would be vice versa. So it would be KEI is equal to competition by search, wherein they will say KEI is lower the better. Okay, so both are same. Don't have to get confused about it. Now you have the formula and you know how to calculate the KEI. And now here, if say for an example, there are two greens out here, okay? So for these two keywords, the KEI is higher the better. And worst case scenario, any keyword for which the KEI is greater than 1, you could target it. Any keyword which has KEI greater than 1, it is a good sign. You could still target that keyword. Lesser than 1 would create a problem. So here I have two options: one, tuitions and tuition fee. So I'll go with the second keyword, though the KEI is less compared to the first keyword because the demand is high. Now you guys get it, how to do this keyword research for a particular page, landing page, or a service or a product. This is for one product. So similarly, this is tuition fees. So tuition, school tuition, probably you might want to do it for college tuition. So it is totally different. So chemistry tuition, chemistry as a subject. So you need a different keyword research pattern approach altogether. Okay, so based on the subject, you'll have to do a keyword research activity. Fair enough, guys? Any questions? All right, great. Okay, so guys, in the meantime, you might just want to go ahead and then try to identify the seed keyword for your business niche, for your project. And let us take a quick 10 minutes break and then connect back. So we'll connect at 11:50. Okay, so let's take a quick break and then connect back at 11:50 a.m. Here we go.